Welcome back. Uh, Bitcoin has had a little bit of a pullback. Nothing goes up in a straight line, so it was expected that we would have some cool down and some pullback. I'm quickly going to go over the stuff that's in our watch list and some of the active trades that we've got going on. But first, let's go into the bubble of the day, like we do every day here. And once again, Popcat seems to be on the move again. So Popcat is on our list and not a bad place. I would love for it to give us another opportunity to maybe just come back down here, and then maybe we can catch it from this bounce area over here. That would be the ideal situation. This is forming This area here is forming a nice little support area, which we are respecting. So let's hope we get some type of a pullback here to get into this trade. But let's go over Bitcoin first of all. Let's do this chart over here first. And as you can see on the monthly, we still broken out of the month, and October is not too bad. Currently up 6.47%, which is not bad. And let's have a look at the weekly. So over here, the weekly, we did break out of this weekly correction, but unfortunately we're pulling slightly back. It would be very nice if this week closes and this can go up, and that we close above this correction line over here. That would be ideal. But hey, like I said, we had a nice week of up movement. We are a little far away from the 21, which means we might get some type of a pullback, or we might just get some type of consolidation here for the next few days. We'll have to see how that pans out. Currently here I did take a short over here. I've got a very, very tight stop for in case that we dump further. But the rationale was basically I plotted these two vertical lines over here, the top one and the bottom one, and on the close we are basically into the trade with the stop loss just above there. So I don't mind if I lose this trade. I just don't want to be caught off guard that we dump crazy and then we miss out on that. So it's a nice little hedge for in case we dump, and we can get some profit out of that we dump. Our spot bags will probably hurt for a little bit, but not too hectically. Then let's quickly go over some other trades that we currently in. I took drift last night, and I actually caught it at a very nice area. Took this little breakout here, and we retested the 204 hour. Currently that's acting as support, so we'll have to see if we can break that. But if we break that, I see a very nice move for drift. I basically see this going to the over the $1 mark area, so that would be a nice just over 100% gain. Very nice daily structure. We bounced off this support zone over here, so I'm liking what I'm seeing for drift. Your RS relative strength index is pretty low. We've had a turn in that, and we've broken this average yellow line on the RSI, which is also a good sign normally. So keep your eyes on drift. I would definitely, if we get some type of another pullback, I will definitely load up some more on this trade. Ondo, we're still in. We've been in this for a while, and this trade is basically on break even. Don't mind, we might even consider, taking profit here and just seeing if it what this is going to do. But currently, it looks to me that we might form some type of a cup and handle, and then we can maybe actually get into the trade again. So what I think I'm going to do on this one, after this I'm going to take the profit. Not massive profit. I mean, it's only 7.47% profit, but nonetheless, profit is profit. And then we'll track this one. Another one I got into is Mexi, and this one, we broke out of this little reversal descending channel. We're very low on the RSI, so I'm expecting to move pretty soon on this one. So this is more like a longer term swing trade, and we'll track this one as we go along. Let's quickly go to some other setups that I'm really having my eye on the next week. Say, still waiting for this, and the pivot lines are still very much, your major pivots are very much tight, and that normally gives us a very good move. So as long as we don't lose the structure, I'm very bullish on this one. Basically, if we break, do a little retest, I'm definitely in this trade. I'm going to load up quite heavily on this trade. I'll take all my SUI profits I made on SUI, and I'll probably just push it into SAY and see how far SAY can do. But the target for this one, if we catch this one, is pretty huge, if I can remember correctly. Wow, let's have a look. See, we're trading for the bigger target, for the daily structure, break-in structure. So basically, we already broke out of that area. So my target is minimum between 135 and 140. That's basically my target I'm looking for on SAY. And that would be percentage-wise. Let's have a look here. Percentage-wise, let's see, we're getting there somewhere. A nice 200% gain. So, say having my, I'm totally zoomed into this one. I actually I'll put in alerts as well, so I don't make sure that I don't miss this one. MPLX, very bullish on this one. We're like on the edge of breaking out of this 4-hour structure, and we broke, but we broke back in quite violently on the 1 hour. So let's see if we can get some type of a correction on here. Either we're going to do something like this, or we'll probably do something like this. So let's keep our eyes on this one. But you know, definitely want to watch as well. I think this one will do very well as well. And our profit target, let's just see what our profit target would be on this one. Also trading for the larger, this is also very bullish, guys, and this normally works out pretty well. If we break out of a large structure, and right after we've broken out of that large structure, we make a smaller structure on a lower time frame, that's normally very, very bullish. Grab some water. So MPLX one to watch as well. Then another one I've added is this one we're watching for a short-term play, and it currently we're forming something like this, and we're forming this falling wedge, very nice falling wedge. So RSI looking very good. So definitely want to watch. This would be a smaller term trade, but I still think it's worth it. And that would roughly give us, let's just plan the trade over here. Let's say we get a breakout over there, and that's 200 will come up, and hopefully we can maybe make our stop a little bit smaller. Let's let's throw in off a fib on here as well. We on the 50%, and we'll definitely get to the 618 target. But I'll be happy with the measured move as well, and that would roughly be a 56% move. So not too bad, definitely worth watching. But this one I'm also having my eye on. Pepe is another one. Pepe, you know, can we respect this structure? Let's see. If not, we'll probably just come and retest this bottom area over here, and then we'll have to redraw the structure. Always evolve with the markets, guys. Don't be rigid on one structure that has to work out like this. Anything can happen, and you have to evolve with the markets, not against it. So let's see how this one plays out. Then let's quickly run through these up here. BNB still, I'm still thinking that we'll maybe come back down one more time and retest this structure over here, the bottom correction line over here in the larger time frame. The lithium was another one on my watch list. I probably think that we'll come and retest this area over here and see if we can respect this resistance line and get a bounce. Once we get the bounce and we above these key pivot areas will come down, and we'll probably be here somewhere. If we get above that, it's game on. Then Avoe, I'm still waiting for this cup and handle to form. We are getting a type of a cup and handle forming, and this one respecting this key volume node over here. So one to watch AI Tech. We actually getting a deeper pullback, and let's see how far this will pull back. But still worth keeping it on our watch list. Then this one, still think we'll get to that target eventually. It's moving pretty slow. Monero does at times move a little bit slow, but you'll get to that target. GTAI, if you can remember, we were in this trade, but we actually bailed on this trade. We took a small loss of 2.3%. You know, we cut our losses very quickly. If something doesn't work out, doesn't help you hold on to it and hope it's going to work out, just cut your losses as quickly as possible. And when we lose this structure, we lost a few 200 moving averages on multiple time frames. It's time to get out of the trade, cut your losses, and move on to the next opportunity. So this one is starting to form this structure over here. Let's see. Might still be able to get a trade in the future if we get a bounce over here. And let's see if we can get the bounce. RSI very, very low, which suggests we might get the bounce. You know, we're forming a type of a pin bar doji candle, which is a reversal candle normally. Okay, let's get it precise. So, but I think we can maybe do a type of a little rounded bottom here. Then we'll get back to it. Ton, we we actually got out for break even on this trade when when we broke out and it came back in. We got out of this trade. Still bullish on it. Still think we can get a nice move, but we might have to leave it to cook a little bit longer before we can get into this trade. Sailor, if you can remember, we were in this one as well, and we moved our stop to break even, and it basically took us out for break even. So currently, we're just going to make a larger correction, which isn't all, it's not a bad thing. We can still track this and still get a possible trade at a later state. Bobcat, we did go over. Another one I'm keeping my eye on is Unizen, ZCX USDT, and we'll track this one. Pulling back, we've pulled back into the 78% retracement. We actually pulled back right and up to the 88% there. Would have been a lovely buy if you could have caught it there. But we are still currently above some key pivot areas, but the pivot areas are very tight, and if you can clear those areas, we're off to the races. Some few other ones I've got on here is this one over here. I think this one will also make a type of a larger structure. Ship, also we came back into the correction, so we'll probably just make a, a retracement and come and retest this correction line over here, and let's see if we can get a bounce from there. Jasmine, also stuck in this accumulation zone, but normally the longer something is in the accumulation zone, the larger the breakout will be. Jube, remember we wanted to get in here. There would have been actually a beautiful little flag over there. You dip back, you dolphin dip back into the larger structure, and then you made this little flag. That would have been the ideal correction. And this one can do pretty well. I don't see it coming back down to this lower areas over here. So Jupe, unfortunately, we missed our key breakout over there. Let's wait for a type of a larger pullback before we can get into this one. This one we were tracking as well. We had like a nice little breakout. Landwolf is one of the meme coin plays. Very strong momentum to the upside, and if we make a larger a smaller flag outside of your larger flag, then this one can definitely be will keep the momentum and move up. AVAX, we come in to retest this correction line over here. Hasn't retested it properly yet, so maybe let's keep our eyes on this one. A trade for that one will be coming soon as well. Nakamoto, strange pattern. I don't think the pattern is finished yet, and I think we can actually make a type of a correction over here on the edge of the larger correction and maybe go, or we can come back down and retest this lower area over here. So just tracking Nakamoto games. Then Injective, also let's have a look at the larger time frame, what's happening here. We are rejecting off the 200 daily, and if we can clear that, the 200 daily, we might get some type of a setup, but right now not just tracking it as well. Mother, I think we can get it. This one will bounce after such a deep pullback. We will have to see if it's finished pulling back, but the next volume node is basically, oh wow, it tested that volume node perfectly. Your RSIs are quite low. There is a small possibility that we can maybe come and retest that volume node over there, back to the 88%. The risk to reward on this trade is actually very good. If you take this one here and say you keep maybe a stop there, I mean, just to the top there, you're looking at a 6.85 risk to reward. But we actually want to trade this measured move. Let's see to where the measured move takes us. So it breaks out there maybe. Yeah, definitely will get to that profit target over here. It's 186%. So I'm actually liking this trade. I think after this, I'll take this trade as well and just see how it does. Let's mark that one. IMX also busy with a very large correction over here. Still not finished. Then this one we did have a look at this one, so we can take it off this list. Wormhole we're bouncing into the golden pocket. Let's see if we can, you know, if we can bounce it, and if we get above these key pivot areas over here, definitely off to the races. RSI very low. So I'm seeing a lot of very good setups lately. A lot of setups that's very close to being complete big setups, big accumulation zones, and the moves are going to be very sweet. Then we're looking at CKB USDT, this one as well. I don't see it drop. It's respecting this support zone over here very nicely, and we can probably get a nice bounce of this. Then this was another one I added. Ray, very had a massive pump over here. That one went 63%. So it's forming very nice. It could start to form some type of a cup and handle. So I'm definitely, if this forms a nice accumulation zone, it will give us a nice trading opportunity. The lithium we did have a look at, so don't have to go over that one again. That's basically it, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow again. Have a good one. Cheers for now.